Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So I got an email from a subscriber, and the subscriber sent a donation. So remember, guys, if you want to guarantee that your question will be answered, make sure you click the link below and send a donation. So thanks for your donation, and we're going to get into this. So this one says, I watch your videos all the time. I never really cared too much about watching or getting dating advice from people because usually I think it's crap. But you got good swag and I like your movement, so I'll support. But I have a question. I'm kind of on the short side of things. I'm 5'5", 5'6" on a good day. Now, I know people say be more confident, which I am, but short guys never get any play from the ladies. I'm not self-conscious about it, but most girls are. I'm just curious, what should I do? Online definitely doesn't work. So should I flaunt more with money? All right. So this is the thing, man. When it comes to short dudes, right? The problem that I get with guys who are short is sort of the same problem I get with guys who think they're not good looking enough. You understand? It's the same sort of problem, meaning that they let these things, you know, their looks, their height, whatever it is, they let it stop them from actually making anything go down or to have progress, right? But see, the thing that is good about being a dude, and which is why, you know, you're lucky you're not a chick, is because for men, when we are attracted to women or we're trying to deal with women, we're very visual. So for us, it's like, okay, if the chick is not really that hot or whatever, we're not going to really pay too much attention to her, you know, or, you know, we're not really going to try to get with her like that in most cases, right? But the thing with women is that women are attracted to men for a whole bunch of different reasons. But the main thing that attracts a woman to a man, right, is how he makes her feel. And I've said this like a million times, right? So the thing is, you know, at first you're going to have certain girls who, you know, since you're short, they're not going to be feeling you just off of that, right? Just off the strength of you being short. And if they see you across the room, right, they might be like, oh, well, he's too short. That's what they're thinking. You understand? But a lot of times what happens is that if you go up to this girl and you actually talk to her and your mouthpiece is tight and you know how to spit game and talk to her and get her feeling certain things, right? Her feeling like, oh, well, you're short isn't going to be a big deal because that's just how she's sort of initially feeling at the time. But then now that she's gotten to know you, now that she's gotten a taste of who you are and what you're about, right? And she starts to feel you because you get her feeling a certain way. You understand what I'm saying? So the thing is, always use the example of, like, let's say if somebody is at a buffet and they see all this food, they might see a certain type of food that they're not really that into, like just off of how the food looks, right? So they're like, oh, I don't know, that doesn't look too good. And then they might have a friend that says, nah, you should try it. Try that thing. And, you know, because, you know, I tried it. It's good. Try it. Right. Then that person tries it. And then now they're like, oh my God, this shit is delicious. This is like the best thing I ever tasted. And, you know, they're eating it and then they're getting it. It's their new favorite food and yada, yada, yada. Right. So since they got a taste of the food, you understand what I'm saying? They started to like it when initially when they saw it, the food, they were like, I don't know. So the same thing goes for when you're dealing with women. Sometimes they'll see you in certain situations. They be like, oh, you know, in their mind, they're like, nah, he's too short, or, you know, he's not really my type as far as looks or whatever it is, or whatever it goes, right? And then once you go up to them and you start talking to them and you're having an interaction, then that means they're getting a taste of who you are. They're getting a taste of, you know, that energy that you bring. And then that's the thing that hooks them in. But see, none of this is going to really work for you if you're stopping yourself based off of you feeling you know, sort of insecure about your height, or you feeling like you need to overcompensate by, like, you know, giving her money or having a lot of money, having, you know, cars and all this other stuff. You understand what I'm saying? Because you were asking, you know, should you, you know, use money, or should you do this? Now, all you need to do is basically, one, be confident in yourself, because you were talking about that in your email. But the thing is, you have to really be confident in yourself, meaning you can't, you know, really even let the fact that you're short bother you. Do you understand what I'm saying? that should not bother you, because, you know, from the looks of the email, it seems like that's an issue for you. But really what happens is that sometimes it's an issue that you're making for yourself. See, a lot of times, what happens is that guys make these things issues for themselves, meaning there's going to be women who are not going to be feeling you regardless. It doesn't matter if you're short, tall, fat, skinny, you know, quote unquote, good looking, not good looking, whatever it is. No matter what, you know, how you look, how tall you are, how short you are, how much money you got, whatever it is, no matter who you are, there's going to be certain women who's going to be feeling you. Then there's going to be certain women who are not. You understand? There's nothing you can do about that, right? What you can do is be the type of guy who is comfortable in his own skin, who's confident within himself, and who takes action. So then if you are able to do that, right, then what's going to happen is that you're going to run into the women who are going to be into the type of guy you are. But it starts with you being able to, you know, push yourself to do that. Because what's going to happen is you're going to run into, you know, a couple of women who are not feeling you. Then you're going to run into a couple of women who are going to be feeling you, a few women here, few women there, whatever it is, right? But see, what happens is that it starts from you feeling okay and accepting who you are. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because once you accept it and once you're okay with that, when you're talking to women, then, you know, that comes across like it's like something where, let's say if you have, you know, I don't know, like a product or something, right? Now, if you have a product that you're trying to put on the market and, like, you know, sell to people or whatever, right? And then if you're confident in your product and the product works great and it's, you know, it's a really good product and it does what it says it's going to do and it's going to help this person in this way or whatever it is, right? You feel confident in, you know, putting that out and selling that shit. But the thing is that if you have a product that doesn't really work so well, that doesn't really do what it's supposed to do, if you're trying to sell it, you understand, you might be sort of, you know, not too comfortable selling that, or might be nervous to sell that because you feel like there's something wrong with the product. And you're like, oh, I hope this person doesn't realize this shit's whack, or I hope, you know, so you're not really confident in actually putting that shit out there. So the same thing happens with yourself when you're dealing with women. You have to be 100% comfortable with yourself. And then that's the thing that's going to make it easier for you to communicate with women. Do you understand? And then that communication is the thing that's going to make her feel you. And then once she feels you, that's the thing that makes her, you know, start to, you know, get that attraction for you. This is the thing that guys need to understand. Once you understand that, you know, the thing about women when it comes to attraction is that it's all about the feelings. You understand? That's the thing that's going to make women gravitate to you, because there's a lot of short guys out there with chicks, you know, that multiple women they're dealing with and all this other stuff. And some of these guys actually deal with women who are taller than them. Do you understand what I'm saying? Some of these guys have women who's like their height. Some of these guys, you know, find women who's shorter. It doesn't really even matter. The thing is that they put themselves out there, and that's the thing that will make, you know, them find women who are, you know, into them. But again, it starts with you being comfortable with yourself. It starts with you being confident and you being able to tighten up your mouthpiece and spit that game. You feel me? So that she can feel the way she needs to feel in order to make things happen. All right. So that's pretty much it. Guys, if you have any more questions, make sure you click the link below to send me your questions. And also, make sure you go to Bad Boy Membership, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. I'll holler at you later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. Now, before you turn off this video, I want you to do 3 quick things. 1, I want you to click the link below so you can send me a question and I'll do a video on it. 2, I want you to click the link under that to get my free audio program, Undeniable Game, which gives you 7 tips on how to really attract beautiful women. And number 3, I want you to click the link under that to go to badboymembership.com, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy Membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy Membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.